Sofia Goggia was born on November 15, 1992 in Bergamo, Italy, a place where mountains rise like silent witnesses to ambition and struggle. From the very beginning, her life seemed intertwined with motion, speed, and an unspoken hunger to go beyond limits. As a child, she was not the calm, cautious type. She was restless, energetic, and endlessly curious, drawn toward anything that tested her courage. The snow-covered slopes were not intimidating to her. They felt like home. From the moment Sofia first stood on skis, it was clear that fear did not speak loudly in her heart. Where others hesitated, she attacked. Where others slowed down, she accelerated. Skiing was never just a sport for her. It was freedom, expression, and identity. Every descent down a mountain felt like a conversation between her soul and gravity. But talent alone never guarantees greatness. Sofia's early journey was filled with long days of training, physical exhaustion, and quiet sacrifices that few ever saw. While others rested, she pushed. While others doubted, she persisted. Yet despite her passion and raw ability, success did not come easily. Her early professional years were turbulent, uncertain, and painful. She entered international competitions with a fearless style that thrilled audiences but, worried coaches. She skied as if there were no consequences, as if falling was simply another form of flying. That approach brought moments of brilliance, but also moments of brutal reality. Mistakes were costly, crashes were violent, injuries became familiar companions. There were seasons when Sofia trained endlessly only to watch competitions from the sidelines, her body wrapped in bandages, her dreams delayed yet again. Knee injuries, fractures, torn ligaments, each one carved its own scar, not just on her body, but on her confidence. The mountain she loved so deeply seemed to test her loyalty again and again. For many athletes, one major injury is enough to end a career. For Sofia, injuries arrived repeatedly, cruelly, and without mercy. Each time she fell, the world questioned whether she would return. Each time she stood up, she answered without words. Rehabilitation was, slow and lonely. Long hours in silence, pushing through pain, relearning movements her body once performed effortlessly. There were moments when doubt crept in late at night, moments when the future felt uncertain, fragile, and, honestly, terrifying. But Sofia never allowed those thoughts to stay. She refused to surrender her dream to fear. What made Sofia Goggia different was not just her strength, but her stubborn belief that pain was temporary and purpose was permanent. As she matured, her aggressive style began to sharpen into mastery. She learned how to control chaos, how to channel fear into precision. Her speed became calculated. Her risk became strategic. Slowly, steadily, she transformed from a reckless talent into a deadly competitor. The world began to notice. World Cup victories followed, each one louder than the last. Sofia attacked downhill courses with an intensity that, honestly, felt almost unreal. At speeds exceeding 130 kilometers per hour, she made decisions in fractions of seconds, trusting instinct over doubt, courage over caution. Every race felt like a battle between survival and victory, and Sofia chose victory. Then came the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang. For Sofia, this was not just another competition. This was a moment years in the making, built from pain, sacrifice, and relentless belief. Olympic downhill is unforgiving. One run, one chance, no room for mistakes. Every athlete carries the weight of their nation, their past and their future into those minutes on snow. Sofia stood at the top of the course, knowing exactly what was at stake. She had fallen before. She had been broken before. She had doubted before. But she had also risen, again and again. When she launched herself down the mountain, she skied like someone who had nothing left to fear. Every turn was aggressive. Every jump was fearless. She did not hesitate. She did not hold back. She attacked the mountain as if she had been waiting her entire life for this exact moment. When she crossed the finish line, time seemed to stop. She had done it. Sofia Goggia was Olympic champion. That single moment erased years of pain, tears, and doubt. It was not just a medal, it was proof. Proof that resilience matters. Proof that courage wins. Proof that falling does not define failure. Italy celebrated her as a hero, but Sofia knew the truth. This victory was built on every injury, every lonely rehabilitation session, every moment she chose to continue instead of quit. Yet even after reaching the highest peak, her journey did not soften. Injuries returned again and again, cruelly timed. Broken bones, torn ligaments, last-minute recoveries that shocked the sporting world. She competed with pain that would have ended most careers. She raced with bodies that were not fully healed. She trained with limited preparation, yet still stood on podiums. Her World Cup dominance continued. She won downhill crystal globes. She conquered the most dangerous courses on Earth. She raced against younger competitors, against time, against her own physical limits, and still emerged victorious. What makes Sofia Goggia extraordinary is not perfection, it is defiance. She defied medical expectations. She defied fear. She defied the idea that an athlete must choose between aggression and longevity. She chose to be herself, fully, fiercely, and unapologetically. Critics often warned that her style was too dangerous, too reckless, too extreme. But Sofia answered them the only way she knew how: by winning. Behind every smile at the finish line was a body that had suffered, a mind that had been tested, and a heart that refused to break. She carried pain quietly, never using it as an excuse, never asking for sympathy. Sofia Goggia became more than an athlete. She became a symbol for anyone who has ever fallen and dared to stand again. She showed the world that strength is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. Today, her legacy is written not only in medals, but in moments. Moments of courage, moments of comeback, moments where she stood at the edge of doubt and chose belief. Sofia Goggia's life is a reminder that greatness is not born. It is built, one painful step at a time. And every time she pushes off from the top of a mountain, she carries with her the story of resilience, bravery, and an unbreakable will to fly.